All right, the president's pick for director of national intelligence is one step closer to joining the president's cabinet. Tulsi Gabbard had become one of the more controversial of the president's nominees over her past travels to Syria, comments that she made about Syria, comments that she'd made about Russia. Now, she could be confirmed before the end of the day after getting through a committee vote last night. I want to bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns to talk about this. So I saw a tweet from Senator Lisa Murkowski. Caitlin, where was she, let's say, 2 weeks ago? What questions did she have, and why is she now saying that she's going to confirm?
Yeah, Vlad, you read my mind. She has been a wild card in all of this, and she announced yesterday that she has gotten to yes on Tulsi Gabbard. She said that she still has concerns about some of her positions, but she is also comfortable with the way in which Gabbard has said she wants to rein in DNI. What is significant here, Vlad, is that this was one of the most endangered nominees that President Trump had. And now there is not a single Republican who has indicated that they are planning to vote against her when she comes up for a full Senate vote tonight, or I should say early tomorrow morning, past midnight. And this is significant because Trump is likely to get all of his major cabinet picks through this difficult nomination process. So as controversial as Gabbard was, even among some Republicans, I mean, some of the toughest questioning in her confirmation hearing actually came from Republicans. At this point, at least, heading into her vote, they're all on board.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting. You would think that on one hand, Caitlin, that some of these senators are thinking to themselves that the president is only going to be there for one term. And so the fact that he is not able to run for re-election would give them some cover to vote their conscience. On the other, I think that they're also reading the tea leaves and saying to themselves, look, I've gotten threats. Lawmakers who have not toed the line have gotten threats from Elon Musk as he sicks his ex-army on lawmakers. And frankly, they want to keep their jobs and they don't want to get primaried. So it's sort of interesting to see how that dynamic is playing out. And so with most of the president's cabinet picks getting through, what are Democrats able to do as far as they're not able to block these or oppose these? Well, they can oppose them, but they can't block these nominations. But are they able to at least slow it down while they try to beat back some of the president's more controversial executive orders?
Yeah, well, they're certainly trying to, Vlad, and you make a good point, which is that Democrats really don't have a lot of leverage here since they are in the minority. And when it comes to confirming these cabinet positions, they just need a simple majority to push them forward. So not a simple majority, but a majority of the Senate. What is fascinating here, though, is the way in which Democrats are trying to kind of use leverage points that they have. So they can delay some of these nominees. We saw this with Trump's pick to run the FBI, Kash Patel, for example. His nomination, his confirmation has been pushed back a week. But really, there's not much else they can do. And we've actually seen on some of these less controversial ones, you have seen some Democrats come over and support the nominee. You know, we saw a little bit of that with the Treasury Secretary, for example, and even Pam Bondi got a Democratic vote. But by and large, Democrats don't have a lot of leverage here. What they are trying to do kind of more broadly, Vlad, is exert power where they can and also look at ways that they can get their messaging out. So you're seeing a lot of town halls where they're trying to, gin up public response to what Trump is doing on a variety of fronts. You're also seeing them back a lot of these legal challenges to the executive orders, and that's kind of where they stand here. The big question, though, is how they do on the budget negotiations coming up soon.
All right, Caitlin, as always, we thank you. Appreciate it.